want to say. I want to talk about an interesting topic, right? An important topic. But before I want to send a major shout out to Mo's TV. Y'all check out Mo's TV. Relation to this topic that I'm gonna be addressing, and I believe my youngest son's mother as well. You feel what I'm saying? And the topic at hand is segregation, and I want to share my stance on how segregation can be beneficial for us as a people. That's what I want to talk about. I also want to send a message out to the YNs out there who has grown up without any type of real leadership, any type of strong male presence in their lives, and not only in their lives, but a strong male presence that give a F about you, that give a care about you. Because sometimes you can have certain males who you believe is masculine and this person is a man, so on and so forth, but he don't care about you. There's no engagement. There's no coaching. There's no mentoring. There's no advocacy coming from them. You understand what I'm saying? So essentially, it's almost the equivalent of not having nobody there at all. What my plea is to our men in our community that's qualified and that's worthy men, that's honorable dudes. We got to get these young brothers on track, homie. Because I'm going to tell you this. YNs, they calling y'all careless. They're labeling y'all terrorists now. They're saying that you all is the worst generation that then ever came up out of the black community. And I disagree. Because there's a saying that says that each generation get weaker but wiser. We are living in a technological age. The things that you all are able to compute, the things that you all are able to grasp, understand, and process, we couldn't. And a lot of us still can't. So mentally, you guys are more advanced than us. But like I was just talking to the big homie Slice, right? A lot of you YNs, a lot of you younger brothers don't have a lot in y'all arsenal. Y'all don't have a lot in y'all equipment. Y'all don't have a lot in y'all tool chest, like big homie said. You got to have tools to work with. And these tools is essential to navigating through this thing called life. Communication, understanding, civility, and there's a slew of other great qualities that you all are lacking because nobody has introduced you into methods of creating these or forming or starting the process of learning these tools. So it's a well-known fact that those who are undereducated has a higher probability of going to be incarcerated. It's a well-known fact that the lowest form of communication is violence. When these youngsters can't communicate, homie, they get upset, they get frustrated. Just look, let's reflect back. The kids in school, homie, they used to be disruptive, and every time they was asked to read or solve an equation, they man, Dad, I ain't doing that. Why you always calling on me? Man, I got to go to the bathroom. Or it was always some type of interruption or disturbance because they couldn't process the information. They didn't have the tools to help them get the resolution or the solution or the answer to the problem. So they act out. Frustration, I'm agitated, I'm upset. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to do math. But I can't communicate that because I don't have the tools to properly express how I feel and to tell you, I don't know how to read and write. So they act out. So going back to what I'm saying, the lowest form of communication is violence. These youngsters don't know how to communicate because we ain't took the time to love on them and show them how to communicate. So they going well. They saying that this generation is the worst generation to ever come out of the black community. And I disagree. This is the most neglected generation. This is the most distant and isolated generation. This is the most overlooked and unloved generation. So how you think these babies gonna act when they don't got individuals investing in them and giving them love? How you think these babies gonna act living in a technological era, right? And we still on some primitive shit. The things that we do, man, that shit is primitive, man. It's animalistic. The way that we engage with each other, the way that we interact and love on our women, Most of us, not all of us. There's some solid brothers out there that's giving women the proper love that they desire, they need, and they won't. Not all of us are aggressive with our women, misunderstanding, mistrustful of our women. But for the mass majority, that's what it is for a lot of sisters. The sisters is raising the babies. So if the sisters is damaged, hurt, misled, misunderstood, misguided, what you think that baby gonna be? A lot of these youngsters, and I'm not saying this to degrade them. I'm not saying this to undermine them, right? A lot of these youngsters is too emotional because they predominantly raised by women. Why is, listen, we all look for some type of acceptance. We all look for some form of an identity. But the identity that we get in these impoverished communities, 9 times out of 10, it's the hood, it's the set. That's where I got my identity from. That's why I feel like I got my social status from the set. I have an identity in the set, right? The set is misleading you, cuz. Take it from me, right? So you go out there, you put in some work for the set. You do